Hi, I'm James Matthews-Paul here at FESPA Digital on day 2 of the show with HP's Laura de la Pascua, who is EMEA Marketing Manager for the DesignJet range. And it's nice to have a breath of fresh air, Laura. But what are we doing here?
So we've just stepped out of the hall today to take a look at our Latex truck. So it's the first stop on a Latex European tour. Starting here in Hamburg and then taking a couple of weeks through Germany, taking on a lot of end-user events in the next couple of weeks, and then moving on to France, where we've got a whole 4 weeks where we'll be taking on 10 events throughout France.
It's going to be quite the road trip, so let's go and have a look inside.
So here we have some HP latex wall coverings. So the HP PVC-free wallpaper is proving hugely popular, an extremely growing segment within the kind of the signage area, and just another unusual application that PSPs can add to their portfolio.
And one of the advantages, of course, with the latex PVC-free wallpaper is the fact that it's odourless, which means it can be used in lots of different situations. I know there was a recent school certification, wasn't there?
Indeed. So the latex ink is completely odourless. So whether it's a lift, a school, a restaurant, you can obviously benefit from being able to apply that wallpaper without any of the inconveniences.
Brilliant. And what's it like to apply?
Very easy. So here we've got some examples that have just been applied with the wet sponge very, very easily, taken just a minute or so. And it's a removable wallpaper, so that it can easily be taken off after an event or after a specific occasion. It leaves a small glue residue here, but that can easily be wiped off with a wet sponge.
Perfect. And obviously it's repositionable, which is very important because we don't all get our applications right first time.
Absolutely.
So people are moving away from solvent technologies gradually, and one of the worries with doing that, I think, for sign and graphics producers is the conformability for wrapping applications. And I wanted to ask you, how's latex dealing with that requirement?
So latex has a great background straight into vehicle wrapping. We've brought in some of our experts today to be able to kind of tell you a little bit more. May I introduce James Deacon? He's a consultant working on behalf of HP at the show today, and is an HP certified vehicle wrapper.
Hiya. Yeah, as you said, I'm assisting HP, just educating customers really to the benefits of latex in conjunction with the print technology as well as the media, because they go hand in hand together, as well as I said with training as well to make sure the technicians get the most out of the materials. I can show you that now.
So James, as someone who's worked a lot with this material, I wonder if you could give us a little bit more insight into working with it.
Yeah, sure. So obviously we can't fit a car on this truck, so we just got smaller objects to show there's more potential than just vehicle wrapping. So there's a trend in the market for wrapping everything from, you know, smaller objects, household white goods, all the way up to vehicles and larger objects. So obviously this was printed on the latex machine. This is the cast wrap product. It also has a grey glue. The idea of the grey glue, it acts as a block out on vehicles of different background colours. It's a highly conformable product, I can show you now. It has also air release channels, so we can apply it to an object. We don't have to worry about it trapping too much air. So I'll just take a glove and I can give you a quick demo.
Splendid stuff.
So this obviously just helps me decrease the friction against the material. Probably quicker if I just pop that on. And then we can use it to smooth the air out from underneath the material. Then we would also use a small amount of heat. When we heat the material to an average around 50 degrees, the material becomes even more conformable. Now obviously the beauty of latex, we've managed to slightly improve the way when the material stretches, the colours don't fade as much. So I can really start to push the materials into these compound curves.
Is that a big advantage for you?
Yeah, that's a great advantage. So we get more colour consistency when we're wrapping sort of really curved objects. That's one of the major benefits. Obviously the beauty of it for myself and my wrapping business is my production times can be greatly reduced when I'm using latex technology. So we can print the material. As before, I'd have an outgassing process up to 2 days, 48 hours. That can be reduced to 10 minutes now, so I can take it off a machine. Obviously my operators are much more happy as well, because they're not working with heavy solvents, so we don't need the extraction process as well in the workshops. As well as that, we can greatly reduce the space it takes to outgas material. So because we haven't got that time taking up space in my workshop, I can wrap more cars, therefore make more money.
And do it in a quicker turnaround time as well.
Exactly that, yeah.
So Laura, two of the big growth areas in the wide format space have been industrial printing and also printing onto textiles, and I suppose that's shown here at FESPA Digital by the fact that we've also got FESPA Fabric at the same show. Now, Laura knows the British market particularly well, and I wanted to ask you what you would say to British suppliers who are thinking of getting into textile and fabric, because it's been a bit slower to uptake there, hasn't it?
We see a huge opportunity starting to grow, as witnessed by the popularity of the FESPA Fabric show that we have here at the moment. We're seeing a growth in the market, and we're seeing a growth in the number of medias and applications that people can apply to soft signage, whether it's outdoor soft signage in those kind of windsock type environments, or with the curtains as we have behind us on the HP heavy textile here. The new product that we've just brought out, the LX850, the HP Cytex LX850, is actually specially designed for signage and soft signage with the ink collector that enables printing on fabric to be so much easier and so much more efficient.
Excellent, and that's obviously going to open up some new opportunities in retail, in consumer spaces, and other things like that. So
absolutely, it opens up the market beyond the traditional signage, as you say, retail, restaurants, consumer, a huge variety of markets.
While still being able to fulfil traditional sign and graphic elements as well. Laura, thank you so much for talking print with output.
Thank you very much.